Hi, my name is Jaden Burgos, and something that is meaningful to me is that you are in control of your own actions and you can control how you respond to things that happen. You can choose whether you let that one thing that made you feel down ruin your whole day, or you let that thing change how you feel and make you feel better and go have a better day even though something bad happened. Um, I don't really have any special talents. I used to play instruments, but not anymore. My future plans, I want to go to pharmacy tech school, which I'm starting at the end of October, and hopefully become a pharmacist or work towards becoming a pharmacist. I really love medicine. It's just like something I've always just loved, and I feel like being a pharmacist, you actually help. You actually can like help people because from a pharmacist, I want to be able to have my own pharmacy and be able to help support like low income communities and stuff like that. Well, I'm going to pharmacy tech school at the end of October so that I can get started with my career in the medical field. The most difficult thing I had to overcome was graduating high school because I experienced really bad bullying and harassment from teachers and students. I moved to about four or five different high schools before I found one that I was comfortable with going to and graduating from because I just didn't want to go to school anymore. I gave up because I was just experiencing so much bad hate in every school and everywhere I went. People were just trying to harm me. And graduating high school was really a big challenge for me, and I did it. I graduated not on time, early. I graduated 3 months early. A life lesson I can teach others is you're in control of yourself, and you you can dictate what happens in your life. Just because something bad happened to you doesn't mean that you have to let that define you. You can do so much better than how people treated you. Don't let that define you. You can be a way better person than what people think you are. You can prove to them, well, you don't even have to prove to them, you can prove to the world that you're a good human being, and it doesn't matter what people say. You're not proving to them, you're proving to yourself and the rest of the world that you're a good person. My upbringing was pretty terrible. I had an alcoholic mom, and a birth father who was very verbally abusive and used religion to shame anything you did, despite him being very imperfect. And I also had my mom's boyfriend who was an alcoholic as well and did really hard drugs. So it was hard for me to like be around them, but I ended up being a way better person than them. Way better. My siblings, however, did not come out the way I did, but I definitely feel like I can make a change. And just because your upbringing was bad, that doesn't mean that the rest of your life has to be bad. I've been abused, neglected, verbally abused, physically abused, emotionally. I've been like sexually assaulted. So much stuff has happened to me, and I don't let that define me because I know I didn't deserve that, and I know I can give back better than what I received in life. And you just can't let bad things define who you are because you're obviously better than that. Don't let that just dictate your life and you become a horrible person and allow the cycle to continue, because that doesn't do any good for anybody. It's not good for yourself. It's not good for the future of other kids that may be going through that. You should really speak up. It took me a while to want to speak up, but you should really speak up and show that you can go through bad things, horrible things can happen to you, and you still end up a decent human being. The best advice I've ever received is things that you can't change, you shouldn't stress over. If you can't change it, just forget about it, because it's just gonna stress you out and it's gonna make you feel like you're losing your mind. And you should really just, if you can't change it, just move on with your life. Don't go back trying to fix something. Don't try and fix a broken relationship that you didn't break, because you'll just stress yourself out. You'll feel like horrible, and you'll go crazy. I've watched people go crazy, lose their minds, and end up killing themselves because of things that were totally out of their control, that they just couldn't allow it to be out of their control. They needed to fix it, and it couldn't be fixed. Some things just can't be fixed, and you can't sit there and bring yourself down and tear yourself apart trying to rebuild somebody else or something that's just unfixable. You can't do it. You'll end up really harming yourself, and it doesn't do you good. Your mental health will deteriorate, and you'll just find like you're just gonna feel like you don't have any purpose in life, which is not true at all, because everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a reason for being here, and you should always try and strive to do your best. Even if bad things are happening, you should always try and do good.